Hey everybody, Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. As always, thanks for checking out the video today. Apologies if you get any background noise. Got a building site outside, pneumatic drill or jackhammer, whatever you want to call it, going on. Not sure if my mic will pick that up or not, but if it does, I do apologise. I need another bit more light on the matter. There we go, extra light so you can see what you're doing. It's G425 week here in the Academy. I've done a little review on the G425 Max driver, which was impressive. Time to have a little look at the G425 Iron. Obviously the replacement to the G410, which will stay in the range. Ping always do that. They never drop the previous model. They always keep it in the range. But I'm pretty sure that the vast majority of people who are going to come in for fittings will be looking at the G425 Iron. Let's tell you a little bit about it. I won't give you too much spec, just give you a sort of an overview. Straight off the website, as you can see, a metalwood style variable thickness face, which is an interesting thing. Internal geometry, increased ball speed and flexing for launching shots higher and further. This club's big on distance. You're going to see that in a minute. Cosmetically, they definitely made the head a little bit more compact than G410. Every model of Iron is getting better and better for their main G range. G400, pretty nice. G410, better. G425, even nicer. We'll give you some nice close-ups and the shape of it. It just looks a lot more playable than some Ping irons of old did. They've lost that sort of clunky chunkiness that some people associate with Ping irons. This sort of matte finish to it, not too fussy in the back, is it? You know, it's just quite classy. Haven't really changed a lot in spec here. They're still doing the same sort of set makeup, 4 to pitching wedge. They do an approach wedge, which is their gap wedge. They do a sound wedge and they do a lob wedge. The lofts haven't changed. The lofts on this 7 iron is 30 degrees, which is exactly the same as it was in the G410, so they haven't cranked them any stronger. Lengths are the same. Introduced the odd new shaft offering, but lots of shafts available. Quick little snapshot here. Perimeter weighting, tungsten toe screw and a hosel weight expand the sweet spot basically by placing weight in certain areas. It just increases its stretch in the size of the sweet spot. Speed generating face, variable thickness, hyper 17.4 stainless steel in the metalwood. Faster ball speeds, we might see that, but with longer results with stopping power. One of the problems of when you start getting into some of these very powerful irons is that they come in with very little backspin and they're quite difficult to stop, but we're going to test that in a minute. Stopping power, cascading sole and top rail undercut combined to perform like a hinge, flexing to launch the ball faster and higher. Interesting stuff, isn't it? There's loads of other things. I don't know if you're interested in all this or not, but streamlined look, multi-material badge, blade length is shorter than the G410 iron, but the head has a higher MOI. MOI is the resistance to twisting. Arcos grips fitted as standard. Stock shafts are the AWT, haven't changed that one again. AWT stands for ascending weight technology. Basically, the shafts are lighter in the long irons and they get progressively heavier by about 3 or 4 grams as you move into your short irons. So you get a bit more weight, a bit more stability in the wedges. And we got the new slate grey graphite option, which offers the high launch. Price-wise, for 7 iron set, so let's say you come in and you fancy, don't make a 3 iron in this set, 3 irons are gone, starts at 4. 3 irons, the disappearing club, thankfully. Yeah, 5 to pitching wedge and sand iron. In steel, you're looking at £799. If you go for the graphite option, you can add £100 onto those, £899 in graphite. So I think still pretty good value for money, considering a set of clubs like this will last you 10 years plus. Should we hit some? So my spec today, G425 7 iron in a red dot. Remember that Ping do, this lie system where they have all these different lie angles. I'm nearly 2 degrees flat, but I've gone with a red dot, which is 1 degree flat from standard. I fitted the NS Pro Modus 105 shaft in stiff. Let's hit a couple of shots and see what we get. I've got a green down there. I've got a flag at 173 yards. What I'm interested to see is if I can hit the green first of all, and then I just want to see how the ball reacts when it hits the putting surface. That was an interesting one. Just caught that fraction fat, a little bit heavy. It's pitched on the fringe of the green. It's got this massive hop forward. We'll bring it up. We're going to ignore total distance on this, but we will have a little look at carry distance. Remember, that was fat. That was not a good strike. Now, I'm very talented at missing the middle of the club, so I will be testing the whole sweet spot here, high, low, odd one out of the middle. 85 club speed, 111 ball speed, 158 carry. Spin rate there, 4,500, quite low due to that slightly fat strike, but not a bad miss. This, sometimes with irons, it's all about how good the miss is, isn't it? See if we can get you a better strike. Oh, that was better. That will make the target. See how it reacts on the green. Not bad at all. Now, I have set the greens to sort of a normal texture. They're normal to soft. They're not rock hard, so that ball did sit down. But what I'm interested in here, club speed and ball speed, very similar. Another 158 carry, seems to be the number, doesn't it? Good backspin rate at 5.2. That's definitely enough to get the ball to stop. You're probably looking at the launch angle thinking that's quite low. I'm a really low ball hitter. For a lot of golfers, that launch angle would be probably closer to 20, 21. But there was plenty there to stop it, wasn't there? It's impressive. Oh, great shame. Just pushed it to the right. Initial reactions to this club. Absolutely love it. Love the shape of it. Love the feel of it. Doesn't feel hard and clunky coming off the face. It's a little noisy, you know. The ball does come off there at quite some speed. There's offsets this angle from the leading edge of the shaft here to the leading edge of the club. This is your offset angle, and you need a little bit of offset on clubs to kind of help you with delivering the face back to the ball square. If you have a club with zero offset on it, it makes it more difficult. So offsetting the club does make it a bit easier to control things. Oh, that was really good strike. That was right out the middle. It's probably be, boom, bam, right on top of the last one. Look how quickly that stopped. Have a quick look at the very consistent numbers here. I'm starting to build. So you might not see these numbers from where you are, but I'll just shout a few out. Average club speed's 85 miles an hour, ball speed's 112. Spin rate's very happy with that, spinning at 5.2. But the carry distance for consistency, I've just gone 157, 158, 157, 157 carry. Really good. People ask me a lot this question, what sort of golfer should use this club? Any sort of golfer, be it a 24 handicapper down to a low single figure player. You know, I wouldn't pigeonhole this at any handicap golfer. It's something for everybody in this club. You know, if you go and get a good fit in and get the right shaft in here and the right set makeup, get the lie angles right, get the shaft, get the grip, look at how you're going to put together your hybrids. You might well go 3-4 hybrid, start at a 5 iron, get your gap in right between your wedges. You may swap out your gap wedge and your sand wedge and your lob wedge into some of the glide wedges, which are a little bit more bladey. Great set of clubs. I mean, I knew these 425s were going to be good. Are they better than the 410s? Yeah, marginally. Tell you a bit more about that in a minute. Oh, a complete miss hit that. I mean, missed that by a mile, but still only just missed the green a fraction. Just came out of the shot. I want to hit more with this club. It's exciting. It's fun. This is how golf should be. Oh, and boom, you get one of those where you just absolutely button it. And that just felt so good coming off the club face, really did. I think that's now reached its upper limit. Interesting, I say it in every video and I sound like the broken record. Strike location, that was middled. It's right out the centre of the club. It was actually slower than some of the club speeds I've produced, but distance went up. So I've gone 82 miles at 113 ball speed, 161 carry, 5100 backspin from a 17.6 launch. Really very impressive golf club. Very impressive indeed. Interesting numbers here. I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit closer so you can see this. 1 second. So take a look at this, folks, right? Let's just compare these two shots. That was the last shot I hit, which I hit right out in the middle. 82 miles an hour club speed. Look at ball speed, 113, yeah? Now you go back a shot, that was a miss hit. I didn't find it anywhere near the centre of the club. The club speed was moving at 89 miles an hour, but the ball speed dropped off to 108 because I didn't find the middle of the club. So it just shows you that's 6.5 miles an hour slower club speed, but an increase of 5 miles an hour in ball speed because I found the middle of the club. And when I found that middle of the club, I got that real trampoline effect off the club face. The carry distance went up basically 10 yards because I found the middle of the club. Went to 150, from 151 to 161. So as I always say, you know, strike location is one of the most overlooked elements in a golf swing. If you can find the middle of that club with your driver or your irons, then the ball's going to go further. So there it is. It's the Ping G425 Iron. What a golf club. This will be my biggest selling iron this year by a long chalk. I have no doubt about that. It's a beautiful golf club. It performs. There's something there for everybody. Yeah, wow. Brilliant. Very impressive. Hope you enjoyed the little video today. If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to subscribe, and while you're down there, give the video a bit of a thumbs up if you think it deserves one of those. Thanks for watching. See you soon.